Let's talk a little bit about some of the projects that you do want to get done. And specifically, I'd like to ask you about the proposed RailDeckPark, which is sort of an add-on. It's a dream-esque type project. Does this get put to a back burner now? Or is this something that you can still look at these types of tolls to help us build down the road?
Here's the problem, Jay. We were putting everything on the back burner. There was nothing on the front burner. And so I'm not going to say that anything's going on to the back burner. I am saying the transit projects are first and foremost because the traffic in which a lot of the listeners are sitting right now is crippling. It's crippling the economy. It's hurting families. It's hurting the environment. I mean, there's nothing good about it. It's bad. It's a nightmare. And the only effective way you are going to deal with that traffic is going to be to build transit. And so those things are on the front burner, but I'm not going to sit here and declare that park or the long-term care for older people that is on that list. There's $33 billion of projects that have been approved by previous councils with not one indication as to how to pay for them. And that, to me, is dishonest with the public. And so the long-term care is a priority. I talked today about the portlands and how we have to do flood protection there. And we have to do the flood protection both because if there was a storm of the century now, half of Riverdale would be flooded, literally. And also we can't develop those lands, one of the biggest economic development opportunities for Ontario, for Ontario and Toronto in the next number of years. And if we don't flood protect the land, we can't develop it. And that's going to cost $330 million. The long-term care for the elderly, $250 million. The relief line, several $billion. SmartTrack, $1 billion or some such number from what's done after the tax increment financing. So the transit projects are first and foremost, but there are many other things, of which the park is another one. And you know what we did? We built all kinds of condos downtown. There was no trouble approving those. All kinds. People can see them with their own eyes. But we didn't provide adequate parkland for the people who are living down there now, including lots of families. And I don't think that was responsible. So when you say, am I going to put that on the back burner? I think having parks for those people is actually something that is quite necessary. And so I'll be treating that as a priority, and we'll be finding ways to pay for these things.
But there will be people who will say, if we don't have any money, how can a park be a priority?
But I can't believe people would say that because, at the end of the day, it's fine for them to say that. This park is not some kind of a bauble that we're putting there so that people will stand and look at it and put it on postcards. This is a park that I hope will become a worldwide attraction. But let's make no mistake about why we're putting it there. Because we have all those people living in all those condos in Liberty Village and the City Place, like thousands of people who don't have any parks. And when you don't have a living room or a family room or a backyard or a front yard, then it is up to the very same city that allows you to build those condos 50 stories tall to make sure there's some place that those kids and those families can go. So this park is not some kind of a sort of a pipe dream we're going to do for that reason. It is a necessity to have proper parkland in a livable city, as it is to have public transportation in a livable city.